Picture this. I'm standing in my backyard, iced tea in hand, just finished trimming the roses. It's quiet, birds chirping, Texas heat doing its thing. Then my neighbor Karen stomps across the lawn, pastel visor, strawberry lemonade in a cup like it's Exhibit A, and she dials 911 on me. Her charge? My pool gate has a lock. She's yelling I'm endangering the public. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, lady, I just spent 40 hours this week making sure strangers didn't die in burning buildings. And she doesn't even notice the patch on my sleeve that says Fire Marshal. Fast forward 3 minutes. Cops show up, ready to put me in cuffs. 10 minutes later, they're writing her a ticket. Before I tell you how this went from iced tea to instant karma, smash that like so YouTube knows more people need to hear how ridiculous neighbors can get. Quick context. I've been in fire prevention for 14 years. My job, picture crawling through greasy restaurant kitchens, measuring door gaps with a tape measure, and explaining for the 100th time why stacking propane tanks next to a fryer is a terrible idea. It's not glamorous, but it keeps people alive. At home, I try to keep it low-key. Quiet cul-de-sac, backyard pool. In Texas, a pool isn't a luxury. It's basically part of the starter pack. But here's the thing. 3 summers back, one of the neighborhood kids slipped through a broken fence and almost drowned. Not on my watch. I rebuilt my fence like Fort Knox. 6-foot wrought iron, self-closing hinges, magnetic latch, keypad lock. Even my insurance agent fist bumped me and knocked 10% off my premium. Problem solved, right? Wrong. Enter Karen, 60-ish, HOA treasurer, loudest flip-flops east of the Pecos, and apparently on a personal mission to liberate my pool from safety. She starts slipping me little notes in my mailbox like, we're in a middle school election. Your fence looks like a prison. Children cry because they can't swim here. White picket would be friendlier, smiley face. I recycled every one of them. Because here's the deal. I'm running a safe backyard, not a public daycare. Fast forward to Tuesday. I'm deadheading roses. That's my Saturday zen. Karen comes marching over like Judge Judy on a mission. She waves her lemonade cup at me. Your gate is a community hazard. You need to remove the lock. I point at the sign that says private property, no trespassing. She whips out her phone, starts snapping photos like she's auditioning for TMZ. And then, no warning, dials 911. Now, most neighbors, when they don't like something, they gossip in the HOA Facebook group. Not Karen. Karen goes straight to emergency services, like my fence is a 5-alarm fire. Next day, curiosity gets me. I pull the call record. Dispatcher. 911, what's your emergency? Karen. My neighbor has padlocked his pool. Children can't get in. Someone could drown. Dispatcher. Is anyone in the water right now? Karen. No, but what if they want to? I had to play it back twice. She reported an imaginary child drowning in an empty, locked pool. The dispatcher, bless them, tries. Ma'am, that's not an emergency. Karen doubles down. He's a menace. Just send the police. Welcome to Texas, where deputies would rather show up than argue on the phone. So picture this. A cruiser rolls up. Out step Officer Ramirez and Officer Kim. Fun fact, I actually lectured both of them at the academy on fire codes. Small world. They walk up, hands on their belts, doing the professional thing. Sir, we got a call about a locked pool. Karen standing behind them like she just won HOA bingo. Kim looks at me. Can you explain the gate? I shrug, roll up my sleeve. Captain Ellis, Fire Marshal's office. Gate's code compliant. Want the tour? And I give them the greatest backyard code lecture of all time. International Swimming Pool and Spa Code 305.2. Barrier height, latch height, self-closing, self-latching. I'm dropping citations like it's a rap battle. Then I pivot. She's demanding I remove the lock. Doing that would actually violate state law. Also, false 911 report. Texas Penal Code 42.06. Ramirez turns to Karen. Ma'am, did you tell dispatch a child was in danger? Karen, already sweating, goes, well, hypothetically. Kim cuts in. That's a Class B misdemeanor. We can cite you for that. And for once in her HOA career, Karen is speechless. Mid-roll check. If you've ever had a neighbor call the cops on you for absolutely nothing, drop your story in the comments. I guarantee this community will out-Karen my Karen. Paperwork happens. Karen gets a $200 citation, mandatory court date, possible community service. While Officer Kim's writing, Karen leans toward me, hissing, "You could have told me you were the fire marshal." I sip my iced tea. "You could have asked before dialing 911. She storms off, pink lemonade dripping down my driveway like bad lipstick in August. Next HOA newsletter drops. Right there on the front page, Karen's apology for confusing personal taste with public safety. Word around the cul-de-sac is she's resigning as treasurer. Meanwhile, my gate's still locked, my insurance premium's still low, my roses are still blooming, and the only kids screaming are at the public splash pad 3 blocks away, where they actually belong. Since this is literally my job, quick PSA. A 4-sided fence with a self-closing gate cuts child drownings by 83%. Latch height, 54 inches. Toddler can't reach it, but you can. That lock isn't paranoia, it's protection. So yeah, my pool's safe. My gate's legal. And Karen learned what happens when HOA opinions collide with state ordinance. If you loved watching karma strike in under 10 minutes, hit subscribe for more Fire Marshal stories. Some come with real flames. And tell me your wildest Karen called the cops story in the comments. I read every single one. Until next time, keep your fences high, your codes tight, and your drama low.